guys, my name is Dakota and I am a senior portrait and wedding photographer in Wilmington, North Carolina. Wow, that sounds so formal. Okay. Anyways, whatever. I'm Dakota. Welcome to my channel. So as I was trying to come up with the things that I wanted to talk about in this video, I reached out to some of my past Dakota Hercy seniors and asked them some of the things that they wish they had done differently, or the things that they wish that they had known before their session. And then I was also trying to think about the things that I wish that I had told them, because from my perspective, there's just some things that, while the sessions are great and I loved all of them, there are things that we could have just done to make them a tiny bit better or a little bit easier or more of an enjoyable experience. So today I want to share with you my top 7 mistakes that I see seniors make in their senior session, so that way you can keep them in mind and try to avoid them during your own senior session. And also, before we jump in, I do want to just say to my past seniors, if you're watching this video and you hear something that you did and you're feeling personally victimized by it, please, please, please know that I love you and I do not think that your session was a complete disaster just because you made one tiny little mistake. I'm just here to help everyone learn from each other's experiences. Chances are you probably agree with me, but I just wanted to put that out there so that way no one's feelings get hurt in the making of this video. All right, so since that's clarified, let's jump in. So one of the first mistakes that I see seniors make is not bringing a bag or some way to carry all of their clothes. When we first show up to your senior session, we're going to meet at a location so that way I can go through all of your outfits and we can pair up your different outfits with the different places that we're going to be going. And because I try to pick locations that are going to give us a variety of backgrounds and backdrops, usually when we find a place and we find some parking, we're going to park and then we're going to walk a lot and probably hit anywhere between, 5 to 7 different types of locations in one area. So because of that, I usually just recommend us bringing all of the clothes so that way we're not walking all the way downtown, all the way back to the car, all the way downtown. You get it. So in order to carry the clothes, we're going to need someone to carry them. We're going to need something to carry them in, something to hold not only all of your pants, dresses, shirts, but also your shoes, accessories, props, anything that you brought with you that you know you want to be in the photos. And so sometimes when the girls don't know that, they have the hangers and stuff, and then they end up leaving their jewelry behind, or they forget the shoes that they wanted to bring, or their mom wasn't prepared to be a caddy of all of their stuff. And so I just want to let everybody know that that is something that's going to make your experience a lot better if you do have something to carry all of your clothes in, and you also have somebody that's going to be able to help you out in that way. So that being said, if you bring an actual suitcase to put all of your stuff in and you are rolling your clothes down the street, I will not judge you. I will be very proud because I think that's kind of smart. All right, so number 2 is not changing out your accessories. This is kind of related to number 1 because if you forgot to bring something to bring all of your clothes in, then chances are your necklaces, earrings, bracelets, watches, all your extra stuff is getting left in the car. This isn't a huge mistake because it's not going to make or break your session, but if you do have accessories and you're changing them out with your different outfits, it's going to make your photos look so much better. You're going to have so much more variety. You're going to really see the difference between your outfits. And so I highly recommend when you are planning out your outfits that you are picking out different necklaces and earrings to wear with them, and then come up with some system that allows you to keep up with all of them, pair them up with the right outfit, and then also access them really easily so that way when you're changing, you're not digging around in your bag and trying to find one earring that you can't find and then you're just stressed out. I did have a senior one time who was way organized. I was very impressed with her. She brought all of her jewelry and she had them in zip-lock bags with the different names of the outfits, which I was like, wow, I've never seen anybody do that before. So if you want to take a tip out of her book, that's definitely a way to keep up with all of your accessories and make sure that you have thought about each one of your outfits and have some type of jewelry to go along with them. And if you're worried about time, because sometimes my girls don't change out their jewelry because they're like, oh, well, I don't want to keep Dakota waiting, or I want to, I just want to hurry up. We can take the extra 2 minutes that it will take for us to find your necklace and put your necklace on because it's going to make your photos better. We can wait. All right, so number 3 is very similar to accessories, but it's your shoes and not changing out your shoes or bringing different types of shoes. So just like necklaces and earrings and stuff, your shoes are very much an accessory and a huge part of your outfit. Because I asked my seniors to bring something that's a little bit more dressy and then also a little bit more casual, obviously you're going to need 2 different types of shoes for those outfits. And even if it's the fall and you're planning on wearing booties with all of your outfits, you want to bring different ones so that way you truly have different looks, a huge variety. I know that I'm going to continue beating to death the thought of having variety in your photos, but to me, it's so important because no one wants Instagram feed of all of the same photo, and you're also not going to hang all the same photo up in your house. So just get the most out of your experience and just go with all of the different types of looks. Plus, when it comes to shoes, I know you want to wear something comfortable, but I'm also a huge fan of heels and wedges because it adds a lot more to your posture. And for some reason, it just makes the confidence go through the roof. And so I just like those photos. If that's you, if you like wedges and heels, definitely recommend bringing them, and then also bring something that's a little bit more casual for your casual outfits. Okay, so next on the list is not getting professional hair and makeup done. I am the worst at this, and I regret it every single time I get photos done. I'm very particular about my hair, and sometimes with the makeup, the past times that I've gotten photos done, I just haven't had time to go and get my makeup done. And I guarantee you that if I had taken the time to go get my makeup done, I would have been so much happier with the photo. There's just something about working with somebody who knows the exact types of products that need to be on your face and have them look good on camera, someone who actually knows how to put on fake eyelashes. This is something that I'm trying really hard to get good at, and I'm okay at it, but there's no one that's as good as the person at Sephora that's going to make sure that my face looks good. So if you're on a budget or you are super picky, it's definitely an option for you to do your own makeup. You just want to make sure that you are doing it a lot darker than you normally do in the everyday, just because the camera can tend to wash out some of the things that you've got. So you really want your eyelashes to pop, you want your features to pop, and that means that you're going to need a little bit more makeup. And definitely fake eyelashes. Gotta have them. Sometimes they give me a headache when I have them, but it is definitely worth it. And then still, I'm really going to recommend you working with a professional because they do know what types of products you need to have on your face and the way to make you look really good on camera. So if you have the opportunity to work with someone, I would reach out to them, schedule an appointment, and then make sure that you are truly taking your senior photo experience to the next level. And then also, secret tip that I love to tell people is that if you go to Sephora, they will do your makeup for free as long as you spend $50, which is about what you would spend just by walking in the door. So it's kind of like getting them for free completely. So if you want to consider that as an option, just wait to do your next makeup restock or next makeup haul for the day of your session. Go in, pick up your mascara, get your makeup done. So great. Number 5 is not dressing for the weather. We live in North Carolina. The weather is quite literally bipolar. We have no idea what to expect, especially in Wilmington. One day it's 46 degrees, the next day it's 75 and sunny, there's wind. I don't know, as a photographer, it's very stressful for me. So if the weather's bad enough, I will usually reschedule it because I don't want us to be dealing with, sub-zero temperatures, which in North Carolina really is like around 45 degrees. I'm a little dramatic. And we also don't want to be dealing with a bunch of wind because then we're going to be trying to figure out how to keep your hair together. And I just don't want you to feel bad about your photos. So if it's going to be extreme weather conditions, then we'll definitely reschedule. Sometimes though, it's just the season, it's the time of year, and we've got to make it work. And so I want to make sure that you are also prepared for your session with whatever clothes you're bringing. If it's March and you want to go on the beach, it doesn't actually really warm up and feel really good until like June. And so you just want to make sure that even if you're wearing a really cute spring outfit and that you're looking very cute and summery on the beach, that you also want to have a jacket that way you can throw on between photos so that we can keep your nose from getting red and just keep you from freezing. Then on the opposite side of that, if we are shooting in late fall or sometime during the summer, it's probably going to be very hot outside. You will be sweating. We want to make sure that we're avoiding that. And you will want to wear clothes that are going to keep you cool, have a lot of flow to them, and then also just don't wear something that's going to show sweat if you don't want sweat in your photo. All right, so number 6. This is probably the biggest one. Maybe I should have made it number 1 so that way you could hear it first, but maybe because it's at the end, it'll have a bigger impact. I'm not sure. Number 6 is falling into the Pinterest trap. And so what the Pinterest trap is you're preparing for your session, you want really good ideas out of it, you want to be really creative, and so you go to Pinterest, you make a whole board of all of these photos that you love, and then you send it to me and say, Dakota, I really, really want this photo. The problem with this is that if you have these really high expectations, well, it's not even high expectations, it's very specific expectations about a certain photo. It doesn't always work out the way that you want. As a photographer, it's really hard to recreate someone else's work, especially when we don't live there, when I maybe have a different shooting style than them. And at the end of the day, I want your session to completely reflect you, not just a photo that you found on Pinterest and you thought was cute. And this isn't to say that I don't want you to go on Pinterest and I want you to come into your session completely blind, because if you did see something that you really like and it is going to help you be creative, I would love for you to send it as an idea. But then it just needs to be inspiration for your session. You need to just say, I love the way that they did this. Tell me specifically about what the photo that you like, and then we can do our best to create something that is similar but completely yours and not something that we just copied from somebody else. And honestly, I think you will be a lot happier anyways with something that is yours and people are just saying like, oh, she just copied that from somebody else, or she got it off of Pinterest, or oh, I've seen that photo before. Because then you get to be the person who said, like, I came up with it and it's mine and nobody else has it. So anyways, life will just be a lot easier if you come to me with really awesome inspiration, and then we can work together to create something that is completely new, unique to you. And then this last one is just for fun, but number 7 is bringing the wrong type of glitter, which I debated putting this one on here, but honestly, it needs to be said, even though it kind of sounds silly, whatever. Everyone loves these pictures of girls glowing. Blech. Everyone, oh my gosh, why is this so hard to say? Everyone loves these pictures of girls blowing glitter, and no one is talking about how freaking hard it is to get a picture that looks good like that. I've done them before, and when they work, they're really, really cute, and we love to post them all over Instagram. But I also want to tell you what happens in the behind the scenes in order to get that photo. It takes us a good 10 to 15 minutes to get a photo where we are actually happy with the way that the glitter looks, and then also happy with the face that you're making. So the biggest mistake when it comes to these glitter pictures is girls buying the wrong type of glitter. Either something that is too heavy and it's really hard to get it off of your hand, or something that's really, really small, and by the time it blows into the camera, it just kind of looks like there's specks everywhere. So if you are insistent on having these glitter pictures, because I will admit that they are very cute, you will want to make sure that you are getting the right type of glitter that is the perfect balance between being big enough that you can see on camera and also light enough that when you blow it, it will come off of your hand. What's worked best for me in the past is something that's more of like gold confetti or paper confetti, not the big graduation hat confetti. Even though it does look really cute, it is nearly impossible to blow it off of your hand. And so you want to get something that's big, that's going to show a lot in the camera, but then also when it will fly off, and we don't have to spend a ton of time of you trying to figure out how to get it off of your hand. All right, so those are the top mistakes that I can think of that I wish that my seniors knew before they were going into their senior session, so that way they could avoid them and plan ahead. So hopefully that helps you feel a little bit more prepared and helps you think about the things that maybe you're not thinking about. I really hope that I didn't create more stress for you, because that was definitely not my intention for this video. But if you have any questions about any of the mistakes that people make in this video, or how you can set yourself up for success for your senior session, then please reach out to me, comment below, DM me on Instagram, email me, call me, beat me if you want to reach me, Kim Possible. I don't know if anybody even remembers that. And then if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and then also subscribe so you can get updates every time I post a new video, and you will feel completely and totally prepared for your senior session. Yeah. Okay. All right. I guess that's all I have to say. Bye.